both my boys were destined to play football since, I mean, their birth pictures were taken with a football.
Football's definitely in their blood. It's a Taylor thing. Football's in their blood.
As they could start to walk, my husband brought them out to games, and every Friday night, that's just what we did. And they brought out their little bag of candy and sat in the stands with their little Gorman jerseys on.
Both Jake and our older son coming here to Bishop Gorman, it's a big thing.
Gorman has a deep bloodline with my family. My grandma graduated here, mother graduated, uncle, and my brother just graduated a couple years ago.
He used to come to our football camp as a 6-year-old. See that come full circle, a kid that just loved the program since he was 6, to finally make it to this program and be there is amazing. And it's not usual and not normal for a high school to get that.
I want my legacy to be just being a leader, not only on the football field, but also in the classroom.
He understands what being part of this G is about, and he's basically rewritten how we're going to do football here at Bishop Gorman.
Jake and his brother Bo are very close, just like you would expect two brothers to be.
He's been my biggest role model all my life, not only on the football field, but also just being an overall just great person.
At first, his brother taught him all that he knew. Then as Jake started catching up to Bo, it kind of became a little bit of a competitive nature, but in a really mature way.
Not only do I compare myself almost to him, but I just see all of his techniques and I try to do the same exact thing, and it's obviously been working pretty well so far.
Jake was young when he started. The only way for Jake to be able to play was at the same time in the same team as his older brother. So he was playing on a team with guys 3 years older than him.
They never really knew he was the younger player because of his size. They always just assumed it was his age level.
You got bigger, older kids, kind of taking shots at you. And he learned pretty quick that, he can also hand out a shot.
His freshman year, his coach would joke, "That's my 14-year-old. Yep, that's my 14-year-old going against your 18-year-old.
His size and stature is definitely different than, most. When college coaches come in, it's very easy to see who they look for first.
Everyone could be born with a good body, but it also takes technique and hard work.
He basically challenged us to make new benchmarks for everybody else coming through because he's broken those things. As far as the athleticism and his strength, it's something that when you're a college coach and you see all these things, you can't help but, man, this is the kid I want.
I would describe my playing style very, very aggressive. I like to say in this sport, everyone needs a switch.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, I can see right when the switch goes on.
He's the right kind of mean and nasty you need on the field. He's controlled with it, but during each play, he's very tenacious, very vicious.
I heard this quote and I live by it. The greatest part about football is moving a man against their will from one destination to another.
I'm like, oh, that's my kid. Like, he's throwing people around.
Thankfully for me, I know how to turn it on and turn it off very fast. And people say I'm one of the nicest people off the field, but completely opposite on the field.
Jake's been fortunate to be able to do a lot of community service, and he really kind of took on to it.
Gorman does require the community service hours, and at first he was kind of like, oh, but then he got into this place called Spirit Horse Therapies.
My overall job is to not only take care of the horses, but kind of stand on the sides or walk the horses and make sure whoever is on horseback or riding and doing the therapeutic classes, that just make sure nothing bad happens.
You could see some of the times when he would come home, he was getting more out of it than they were.
I'm also a coach. I've done 3 sessions of Next Level, which is younger generations flag football.
Coaching the little kids, I think, was probably the highlight of his life so far. At the end of the season, they all wanted to be like Jake. They all wanted to play like him, be like him, look like him, act like him, and I think for him, that was super rewarding.
The All-American Bowl game has been a goal all my life. Just for me to be in this position is unbelievable.
It's kind of surreal, because to think he's selected as top 100 in the nation to come to this game, it's undescribable.
Great way to end up his high school career. Couldn't write it up any better. The thing I'm most proud of probably for Jake is just the total person and young man that he's become.
When I hear people compliment him on just being the nicest kid they've ever met, I think that's a huge accomplishment. He's just a great kid and a great player, and that's what I'm most proud of.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.